Hello. As usual, don't expect me to record this whole season. Just feel like recording a draft analysis, and I know I'm not gonna make visuals for it because I'm a bit too lazy right now. I'm not recording my GOBL draft analysis because I just I'm lazy and don't want to make a layout right now. But for that one, I want to do a layout or like visuals or whatever you call them. I'm just a bit too lazy to do all that stuff right now. So, just draft analysis on sports, I guess. This is our draft analysis for the off season of TEC. This is a Ubers division for it, so we're doing our Uber stuff. I do like Ubers. I do like trying out different Ubers and all that stuff. We finally got an early Ubers pick, so that was kind of cool. I believe our pick was 5th overall. So a lot of stuff made it to us because of that pick. We had like a Marshadow there. I believe we had some other good stuff like the Mega Mewtwo's were still there as well. I think regular Mewtwo was also still there, so there was a lot of really good stuff still there. And I know I could have gotten Marshadow because it was still there, but there was more Pokemon I wanted to use. Like, I originally wanted to use Arc Water, which probably would have ended up making it to me, but Orin raked his wheel. He spun a wheel thinking he was gonna pick. He got Arc Poison. Somebody told him not to get it because they wanted it, and then he got Arc Water instead. That honestly hurt a lot. But this is not restricted Ubers, though we do still get 2 Ubers no matter what we grab. I believe it's just 1 Uber from 30 to 24, and then another Uber from 23 to 18. So it's like one really good Uber and one more mid-tier to like the bad Ubers, like stuff that are barely Ubers, stuff like Zamacy, Urshifu Single Strike, Pull, like that kind of stuff that are barely Ubers. We usually just go there. So I see this thing there, and I'm in a call with Sceptile and Orim, while we're doing these picks, and then they're all yelling at me for picking this thing. I understand people think it's like a bad Pokemon to face against. I'm not gonna say what we call it just because I don't want to be accidentally insensitive or something, so I'm not gonna say what we call the Pokemon, but it's gonna be Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is a Pokemon. Mega Gengar, the reason why Mega Gengar is annoying to play with is this little ability called Shadow Tag. Shadow Tag traps an Airtonet in a Ghost type. And are you really going to switch in your Ghost type to not get Shadow Tag, or stay with your Ghost to not get Shadow Tag, on a base 130 speed, 170 special attack Ghost type? Something that is going to outspeed and kill you unless you are Scarf. I don't think you are. It's like regular Gengar where it's got an incredible move pool. Like, especially, it gets Nasty Plot. I've seen so many complex ban it for no Nasty Plot, but this is full-on Mega Gengar. This is, like, Nasty Plot Mega Gengar. It's just really good. The way to put it, it's got really great special attack, it's got really great special moves as a whole. Nasty Plot's just really damn good for it because it allows it to be able to start pretty much kill everything when there's Nasty Plots off. It does kind of suck, it has to rely on Focus Blast to hit Steel types. It does get Fire Punch, but that's Fire Punch coming off of 65 base attack, attacking into like base 120 defense Steel types, which, despite being super effective, even if we're plus like Adamant Nature full attack, I don't think we're gonna be killing it. So that's one of the big downsides to Mega Gengar, that I'm probably gonna lose the game off of Focus Blast miss, but it is the price that comes from drafting Mega Gengar. There is no nickname thing this time. I'm just gonna be just nicknaming them stuff. I think kind of fits them. I think this character kind of fits it. I think just like the evil aspect of Gengar kind of fits it. I don't know. I know a lot of evil characters. So I was just thinking of something that could work for Gengar. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Next pick. I need a fighting type. Mega Gengar or Single Strike is a very common core when you can get Mega Gengar from Uber, which barely happens because in most Uber leagues it was 29 points, so that's in most Uber leagues. That's every Uber league that it's not like unrestricted or lets you always get 2 Ubers. Mega Gengar is in the percentage where you would not get another Uber. It makes sense. It is incredibly good, and I think that it's good enough to the point that it can stand alone as an Uber and function for a team. But I actually can't use Urshifu Single Strike. I don't know what it is, but I never do good with it. I did win a championship with Urshifu Single Strike, but it did virtually nothing on team. I think it picked up like a kill every game, which of course that's fine, but I wanted an Uber I could use a little bit more because I just can't use Urshifu Single Strike, so I need an Uber I could use a little bit more. And that Uber is going to be Pheromosa. Pheromosa's nickname will be stick bugged because you did in fact just got stick bugged. Um, you know what I love about Pharaoh? It's called 137 attack. You got to see that 130. Let me make sure that that's right my layout because it should be. Uh, my layout might be like a little bit crooked. Hold I have like stuff. There we go. I like adjusted it for something because of a draft announcement for BBF. So I'm trying to readjust my layout. It's called 137 base attack stab on this funny move I love. As you see, we just do this, and then we just do this. And there we go. That's the Pheromosa that we're bringing every week because that's all you need with Pheromosa. It's a great steel killer for Mega Gengar, which is really good for it because like I said, it can't really kill steals that well. And it also is a really damn good pivot. It's super fast and actually hits hard with pivot moves, kind of like Mega Beedrill. Fast and hits hard with pivot moves. You just slap a choice band on this thing and things are actually dropping the U-turn, which I love it. I love clicking that funny button known as U-turn. Next up, we have an Unmon. Now I hate this thing so much. I see everybody tells me this thing is good, you should like it, all that stuff, and I'm like, no, this thing is bad. Like, it's not a good Pokemon. I don't like it. I just don't see it do good. I just really think it's heavily overrated for what people think it is, and just really don't like the Mon. I already said it. If it's as bad for me, I'm dropping it for the better Pokemon. That's Garchomp. Garchomp's name is going to be Trash Chomp, just as a reflection of what it is. In an attempt to not hate at Garchomp, I'm just gonna skip straight over it because I don't want to go off on this thing. I hate that thing so much. Fourth pick. I need my brain to work real quick. Yep. Okay. I know what we got. Okay. I like slow, bulky pivots. They're good Pokemon and they're really damn good with Mega Gengar. So what fits for that? Also, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Slowbro. Slowbro's name is gonna be Yasuhiro from Yasuhiro Hagakure from Danganronpa. I think it kind of fits. He's stupid, so it kind of fits Slowbro's like airheaded type of appearance or whatever. This is called Regenerator. Regenerator is a fun ability. It means Slowbro comes in, takes a hit, takes virtually no damage, clicks teleport, and then now I get free Gengar and my Slowbro just healed off all the damage you did to it. It's especially really fun when you play against inexperienced players, because inexperienced players seem like they really do not know how to handle Slowbro. It's just, it can be really difficult to break. It's a very great Fizz Death Mon, which is really good for switching into like Earthquakes, and that my team doesn't really switch into that well right now. So it kind of just helps with doing that. It just helps to be a great defensive pivot. And it helps to be another great Assault Vest user, which can be really good, because AV Slowbro is an actual set. Despite how much I don't like it, it is a set. So, excited to use this Pokemon again. I've just always loved it, and just like using them on. Now, I know what my next pick is, right? I feel like I do. I'm gonna go check it, though, so I don't do things out of order like I always do. Alright, I got my next picks. Alright, I think I know the order of all of them from now on. I desperately need a ground immunity on this team, because, like, yeah, I got Slowbro, which is physically defensive to take ground hits, but I need something that's immune to it, because right now a good ground type kind of, yeah, my team doesn't really want to deal with that. How do I get around that? Levitate. You got Rotom Heat. Oh, and just naming it Natsuki after like something I found of like it's some kind of like art of Rotom Heat and Natsuki. So I'm just gonna name it. I'm just gonna name it that. Nice boots. The first thing I do want to say. Orton hates this thing. I love this thing. Sorry, my headset just loves to shut off on me in the middle of recordings, which it just did. I love Rotom Heat. I think it's a good Pokemon. I really do like using them on. It's fun. What else is there to really say about Rotom Heat? It's a very fun mon to use. I just like it. It's just a great pivot. It's great removal. It's just great because it, even though overheat isn't the greatest attack in the world, it can function as a steel killer. It can be a good scarfer, though it's not ideally a scarf, at least from the way I like to use Rotom. But you know, it's still the option to have that, something that I might end up using sometime. It's good. It's got decent bulk all around. It doesn't really have the greatest HP, but Pain Split really does help that. Because it can take really high HP mons and just cut them down very quickly and heal itself up by a lot. Something Rotom does very well. Of course, Recover would still be better for it, but it is kind of a perk by having that lower HP and having Pain Split that does help it out a lot more. Offensive Rotom is also a set, like Nasty Plot Rotom can be ran a few times, like, though I probably won't because I don't like Nasty Plot Rotom. It's good. It gets T-Wave and it gets Will-O-Wisp, so it's got some good utility as well. As well as having Hex, so it can run like Will-O-Wisp Hex sets. It can run like T-Wave Hex sets, and that's just stuff that Rotom Heat can run, and it's a fun mod to use. I like it. I do like the mod. Next pick, I need a Fairy type, and I just need a Fairy type. Okay, there's not much else about it. I need myself a Fairy type, or else I am going to lose to every single dragon type under the sun. And in Ubers, that's big. There's a lot of dragon types, and there is a Darkiest running around that somebody drafted. So, do I want to deal with without a Fairy type? No. Do I want to use the same Fairy type I've used in two other Ubers leagues? Yes. Company's back here. It's a B. Okay, I didn't have a better nickname for this thing. I'm sorry, I'm not very creative. Comfy School. It's removal. It's great priority. It's a decent cheap fairy. It's better than stuff like Grand Bull and Clefairy, like for sure. Has the same problems as Rotom with having decent bulk but just bad HP. Its low special attack really does show when it comes to breaking substitutes, so kind of loses to sub attackers sometimes. But at least it can draining kiss them before they get a sub off, which can always be good. It's great extra removal. It does get tricks like Specs, like Scarf Comfey. Those stuff are actually a thing. It can also be a good win con if we need to run like Calm Mind on it. It can be great because it can set up alongside Calm Mind setup mons and just put them in a worse position. And it's just a good mon. I like using it. I use it too much, but I probably should stop using it. I use it way too much, but like I didn't have a better fairy available to me at this time, and I feel like the other pieces were more, besides probably Trash Chomp, were more important than a fairy type. Next pick, I think I should have Straightforward. Regen cores are very fun. I'm also decently Ghost Weak at this time because I don't have a Dark type yet, and I have a Mega Gengar, which can kill Ghost types, can't switch into Ghost types. So I'd rather get something that can switch into him a little bit better. Because even like one of my primary defensive backbones of this team, which is Slowbro, uses the Ghost types. So something that can help with that is Gotta Know. Just gonna name it, of course. It's Fran, you know, after my good friend. It's good. It's regen. It's I don't know. What really do you have to say? It's super passive, but it's good. It's got 103 base HP wishes, which could honestly be really useful to pair that with Rotom Heat because that can help keep it healthy. It was running defensive roles as well as helping to keep Comfey healthy to switch into hits a little bit better than it would have switched into them otherwise. Now, unfortunately, this isn't Radical Red, so this isn't Teleport Audino. Very, very sad. But its primary way of dealing damage is going to be knockoff because it doesn't get Seismic Toss, which is once again a big sad. But it can still talk to things, it can still Wish Pass around, and it's got that cool quirk of a Wish Passer, of the fact that some Wish Passers they'll wish, and they want to switch out to give the wish something on their team. But they can't because they have to stay in and get the wish themselves to stay healthy. Audino doesn't suffer from that issue as much, in my opinion, because of Regenerator helping to heal it up a bit, so usually that extra 30% helps to keep it healthy and just put it in a better position overall. It's good, it pairs well with some Pokemon on this team. It's a great little regen core between that and Slowbro, so it could start to become a little bit more difficult defensively to break, and could just be very difficult, like, offensively to want to try to break. I just try to wall. God, I'm getting mixed up here. Now, my next picks were all original picks that came transactions. So we started with a 120 point budget, which is very tight for an Uber's budget. And Oren gave us plenty more budget than Grace because he said like he did make it too low and he wants us to actually have good teams and everything. So since we had 20 points, our original picks here, it went Persian Alola into Caparaja, and that was our final team. So we dropped the Persian Alola, we dropped the Caparaja to upgrade them to better Pokemon of their types, and we added on a third Pokemon after that. So I'll just be going through those Pokemon now. The first one, Elite Pokemon, I personally have never liked it too much. I feel like it misses way too much, and it's very frail. Which I know but then I have like Pharaoh on the team. I have Mega Gengar on the team, so I guess I can't really complain too much about frailty with this team, because there's still plenty of defense on this team as is. And I actually sniped Pumpkin and Grace because he wanted this, and he tried to offer me something for it, and like I could have taken an offer for Sylveon over Comte, but honestly, I was really happy with my team and didn't want to change up too much about it. So the first Pokemon we got used to be Persian Alola, which we then upgraded into Weavile. The Weavile's name will be Sunaka. I don't know if I spelled that. I don't know if I spelled that properly. I know, maybe after a character's last name instead of first name, but there are many characters with the first name probably. Weavile is a speed tier, and it's a very good physical breaker. And I got some really great choice band users. I got Theramosa and I got Weavile here. A good show me your switching kind of duo that I feel could be really good. So I just really am excited to use this thing. Like, I don't like it too much for its frailty, and I feel like it misses its triple axles way too much. It misses its ice shard. I mean, not ice shard. It misses its icicle crashes way too much. But it can also be a fun Pokemon just because choice band and knockoff hits very different, and it's just a good Pokemon to use in general. I do wish it had better abilities than Pressure and Pickpocket, because those aren't really good abilities. But I mean, it's still got some extra stuff they can run. There is, of course, the forbidden Nasty Weavile, which it's forbidden, but we might genuinely bring it. It'd be funny if I did. I want to, but I also don't want to throw. It's funny though. Okay, it's funny. Anyways, next Pokemon originally was a Caparaja. But since I got some extra points, I'm like, okay, cool, I can actually get a semi-decent steal. That is gonna be Mr. Un himself, Reggie Steele. And of course, what better name is there for Reggie Steele than Un? Reggie Steele pairs decently with Sylveon. I'm not Audino. First decently with Audino, because it can take wishes from Audino. And while Audino's wishes aren't gonna heal Registeel up to full, Audino does have higher base HP than Registeel, meaning they're gonna be like 60% wishes for Registeel, which are pretty good for it to kind of just keep it healthy in a lot of matchups. I know a lot of people say it's not really the greatest because it's pretty passive, and like, yeah, I know Caparaja isn't as passive, so I maybe could have kept that, but like Seismic Toss helped it a lot, Body Press helped it a lot. It's a great crit me not sweeper as well, which can be very fun. Very reliable setting up hazards as well. I've used this thing before, and I have really liked every single time I've used it, because I just find it as a fun mon to use. I do really like Registeel. And my final pick, I had a few points left. I originally picked up Shaman here. Realized Shaman was too much, dropped it. Picked up Sarina, realized it was taken, dropped it, and had to get this Unmon. I hate this thing. Superior. I hate this thing. I hate this thing. What else to say about it? It's garbage. It doesn't do what it does as a contrary sweeper. It's literally just a fast glare leaf seed Pokemon, and that's it. And I paid 9 points for this. Absolute ripoff, but there wasn't any better options for me. Either way, that's gonna be the team for the season. Hope you guys liked the draft analysis. Don't expect me to upload the whole season, because I probably won't. We'll see. We'll see if I end up wanting to record all the battles and actually not too lazy to upload them. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm out.